Hey everyone, Wanderbot here, and welcome back to... right. Yeah, this one. Welcome back to some more 20 Minutes Till Dawn. So, last time we did this, we unlocked Abby, who I was really interested in trying. Oh, baby, that's good. Alright. So, Abby's kind of interesting. She doesn't fire like normal. She turns into a tornado and fires off shots randomly. At full speed. And faster fire rate than, let's see, at a much faster fire rate than normal, I guess, and also, like, faster movement speed. So I was originally considering doing this with the SMG, because I thought that would be kind of fun. However, I was thinking instead, we do it with the bat gun, because the bat gun hones. One of the big issues with the SMG one is a lot of my shots would just be flying effectively randomly, and that wouldn't be the most productive. This seems like it works. Let's see. Do we want the reload? Haste would be interesting, but I think I'm gonna do double shot. Because now I do 3. Slightly less damage, but it's still worth it. I think we want to go with the fusillade, you know, I've never actually heard the word pronounced, so I can't actually tell you how it's supposed to be pronounced. It's fine. Fuselage. What? Really? No, fuselage is for a plane shell. I don't know what it's supposed to be pronounced. It's bullets. See, Shell's here kibitzing in the background. She doesn't even know what I'm talking about. But it's F-U-L-L-I-S-A-D-E, which I believe has to do with, like, firing a bunch of things at once, but I don't fully know. Wow, the back bullets on this thing are great. I don't do a whole lot of damage yet, but I will. Especially if I can give it piercing. Possibly a lot of piercing. Because I bet that would get really, really stinking goofy really fast. Alright. Unfortunately, I don't do that much damage, so I'm mostly just kind of hoping for the best rather than actually doing particularly well. But it's okay. We want Pyromage. Because the burn damage is solid and isn't scaled on bullet damage, so I can rely on it for taking some of these enemies out where I normally can't. Oh, I probably should have checked to see what the next difficulty level I've set myself on is. The only immediate problem with this this build is I have no immediate control over where my enemies are. You know, I can't, like, push them back by focus firing in a location. I'm just at their mercy. And that's not easy. Because I'm trying to get around him, but there's always, like, that one guy that just knows exactly where to pop up to kind of mess my day up. Because we want to get all of this EXP. Otherwise, I'm in trouble. Let's see. Every 4th shot, launch a fireball. Yeah. And maybe I should go for the ghosts, but I feel like the fireballs aren't a terrible idea here. Just in terms of bonus damage, some other things. Let's see, more fire rate? Yes. Yeah. Yeah, I think so. I should probably get the ghost down so we get some bonus damage here. But we'll see. And some movement speed and some other things. Okay, there we go. It's interesting, the last video I got a bunch of people, 2 different camps of people mad at me. One for not spending more time picking up EXP, and another for not turning around and shooting more often. The internet will never be happy. Oh, shoot. I think I might have yeeted an enemy into me. We should probably get the other Holy Shield upgrades. Increase reload rate and movement speed while it's active. It's good. Let's see. Magic Lens gives all bullets. I think I'm gonna go for Fanfire, and this is probably silly. Oh, interesting. I don't think fanfire works? Or, no, fanfire is when they die. That's what it is. Which currently isn't that helpful. Everything's burning, though, which is kind of nice. But yeah, it's legitimately difficult to pick up all of the EXP. And it's legitimately difficult to shoot a lot of the enemies in this game, too. Okay. Nope, can't quite do that. Do this. It's gonna hurt my damage like nobody's business. But that's okay, we'll see what I can do. That's even better. Now I'm really gonna need to push my reload speed to the nth degree, otherwise I'm in trouble, but at least we can really push, well, this is really stupid, I love it. Let's see. So take aim, not that helpful. Haste might be good. I think we need power shot. Because we want Reaper rounds. And this will give me... This will actually give me a number of things. I think I'll stay away from the big bullets just because we get summon damage bonuses-ish. And probably want to push status effects. Maybe? I don't know. I don't know where I'm at on this one. It's ridiculous, though. Let's see. Light bullets, more fire rate. There's also Electromage, which is lightly tempting. We're not as ridiculous as the last one, though. Now let's go with this. Oh, right. Oop. There was the arena. I sincerely hope that gets fixed sooner than later, as the arena popping in just for a smidge is kind of hella spooky, and I don't quite like it. And I'm like 100% certain it's unintentional. I think it just has like a default spawn location. But the fact that it killed me that one time is just like, I don't like it. I don't trust it. There we go. I do really appreciate how much that one upgrade changed this build. Let's see. Yeah, let's grab rubber bullets. There we go. So we can do a lot of things here. I'm just not quite sure how I want to build for it. Okay, bullet bounce, max damage, and max HP. Summon damage, summon attack speed. Reduces my reload rate, though. Fire rate spread. Reduces my bullet damage knockback. I don't know, I think Tome of Rage. I think Tome of Rage is the way to do it. Especially if we can get the one that conserves ammo if I'm standing still and a couple other things. Possibly also lightning. I'm gonna have to move a bit. The lack of knockback is a bit of a problem, but it'll quickly become a not problem. Mainly because all I need to do is pick up Frost, and then who needs knockback? Okay. Yeah, I'd need to actually get out here and pick up some things, otherwise I'm never gonna level up. Okay. Siege, tempting. We probably want like Ghost Friend and light weaponry, because both of them get me some damage. But I think I'm gonna go for the Electromage for the time being. Just because that's a lot of lightning. Right from the get-go. And we can pick up the Electro Bug. Maybe? I don't know if I actually want the Electro Bug. Let's see. Yeah, because there's also Intense Burn. Oh, but we don't need... It's good. No, I think we want the Electro Bullet rather than the Electro Bug. So either Ghost Friend or Take Aim. Take Aim does have penetration. And some damage. But now let's go Ghost Friend, because... In sync... boosting my flat damage seems like a kind of okay idea. At least for a little while. Yeah, the only problem is I'm going to be collecting my EXP for the entire run, because it's never going to be close to me. This run has too much range. The last run was an absolute powerhouse that demolished anything in my path, but in a short range. This one is just like, well, you want to just cook an enemy down. Let's see. I'd like to go Frost Mage, but we'll leave that for later. Let's see. Summon attack speed. Now let's grab light weaponry for the time being. I want the upgrades that boost my own damage rather than the summons directly. And we will go Dragon Egg, even if it's a little late. Well, will we? I don't know. I don't think I'll get the Dragon Egg until like minute 9. So I think it might be too late for a Dragon Egg run. Could go for the reload rate, but I think we want energized. Because that will maintain how much, well, it won't maintain how much ammo I have, but it'll keep it up further. Yeah, once we hit the 10-minute period, then I'm gonna have to worry about the big leeches, which means we want to actually get freeze going. Which, oh yeah, we should definitely start going cryomancy if we see it go by. I'm gonna grab Divine Blessing, because I should be getting my shield back soon? Unless I've taken more hits than I thought. It's actually very strange that the shield hasn't come back in a while. Huh. Okay, we need Cryomage. Way more than I thought we did. I can push into this group. The fireballs really help. Oh, and the fireballs shoot where I'm aiming. So that's even better. Okay, let's go Sharpen. That's a big flat damage boost. Yeah, they're starting to bunch up. Which is good, because it means, you know, I don't have to go as far to get the EXP that I need. And a little bad. Okay. So we want to go Frost Mage, Frost Bite, and then Shatter. The shards aren't really that helpful. But yeah, this way we can specifically push enemies back. Again. Because they'll be too frozen to actually reach me. Yeah, let's go Intense Burn. I want the magnet range, but considering we're not going too far, maybe it doesn't matter too much. I really wish there was the very occasional magnet power-up. You know, VS style. It would be handy. This is... Every run so far has had kind of a quirky charm. Let's see, I don't think I really care about the rest of these, so I guess I'll grab this. There we go. There's all this EXP up here. Let's see, quick hands for the reload? No, we want Frostbite. Because that should drastically increase my damage. As these enemies are going to be losing a quarter of their HP every time they get frozen, and considering how much I'm just spamming here, that might be kind of constant. Okay. Probably do in sync. Unfortunately, I don't think attack speed affects me. It might affect how quickly my bats fly. You know, that might be it. Alright. It's leech time, which means I'm no longer being mobbed by enemies, which means I can run around. Let's grab a splinter. The more opportunities I can have for just endless amounts of shots being pelted out, the better. Am I freezing that tree? I am freezing that tree. It does mean that trees are invulnerable, though. You know what? Let's grab big shot. Big bats. I don't think it helped too much, but that raw damage is probably worth it. And even if it's not, the detractor on it is so mild that it's not particularly harmful. Okay. Let's just grab every bit of EXP that I've ever potentially left behind. I just also have to make sure that there's an enemy's hiding in the endless deluge of bats. Okay, they are getting a little closer. Okay, good. I have my shield back. My reload speeds are solid. Oh. There's the orb. Orb. Yeah, this guy's tough. I don't know. Well, no. Because all I have to hit it is vaguely 100 times. Presumably. And then it dies. I'm not entirely sure the math on that. No. It might actually check out. Extra projectiles release. Sure. My fire rate's already stupid. The more base projectiles seems like it's just generally better. There we go. I should try shooting normally for a bit just to see what it looks like. Let's see, Electro Mastery, sure. The lightning bolts are not my end-all be-all here, but they're good. They help. They do good damage. There we go. Give me my EXP. I just want it all. It's really hard to retrieve. Because yeah, I don't do that much damage and I can't focus fire direction. That doesn't mean enemies have any kind of chance to reach me. You know, the first win we ever did, I could not kill the bosses. Now it's like, whatever, who cares? I think Frostbite is the real winner on that one. That if it wasn't for Frostbite, I think I'd be having a tougher time. I'm just gonna push into the line a little bit here and there just to grab my snacks. So I should keep an eye out because there are shooter enemies in the midst of this. There aren't many of them, but they are there. And they could totally shoot me from behind. Reaper rounds gives me some damage and piercing, which is what I was hoping for. Because that means my shots are going to effectively hit twice as many enemies, because now they're going to pierce through them. I really gotta play Nova Drift again. If you guys watching this video have never seen Nova Drift before, please check it out. Because as far as I can tell, this game is actually based on it. That the comparison to Vampire Survivors is valid, but so much of this still feels like a Nova Drift inspired game instead. Because the way the character behaves and the upgrade paths, very Nova Drift. You know, the synergies, the branching hand-designed paths as opposed to like a linear just like 1 through 10 or something to that extent. Or I guess 8 in Vampire Survivors, right? It is only 8 levels? I think it's only 8 levels. I don't know. But I highly recommend that game just in general. It's really freaking good. But also just, it feels like the logical explanation of, you know, where this genre should go. Okay, so now anything frozen will burn, which means even more. And we'll want to get that lightning synergy if we can. It's not as important. Not on this run. Oh, it's you. Oh, right. This was the guy I was having trouble killing, not the other one. Okay. So I'm not freezing this one quite as aggressively. As I was last time. You can tell if I'm, how well I'm freezing enemies based on how little that boss lasers is the answer. You know, if it's firing lasers, I'm not freezing it hard enough. There we go. Whoop. Whoop. Ah, I lost my shield. That's exactly what it's for, though. There we go. And now it's dead. Okay, extra summon damage. Oh, but I don't want to hurt my reload. Reduce bullet damage, increase burn and lightning damage and freeze duration, or speed. Whee! I think speed is completely useless to me at this point. I mean, it is good, but not like actually terribly necessary good. Alright, what's the next one? Recharge. I mean, quick hands would probably be really good. Considering, reload rate, well, isn't really that important for me. Namely because my bats are still in play, even while I'm reloading. Because so many of them are still bouncing around. This is a lot of enemies, though. Yeah, losing that reload bonus from my shield is it's a bit of a sad. I'm definitely in a better spot. Let's see, when it's up, but at the same time, no, I guess I've gotten hit a couple of times on this one, but because of the shield, it doesn't matter. Speaking of, starting with that shield is by and far probably one of the best meta upgrades I could have possibly gotten. Because it's effectively one free hit every 2 minutes. Which, you know, assuming you do that right on the dot, that's 10 extra HP per run. Or if you get the upgrade, that's even higher. Let's go for Overload. I don't know how effective that is. That might actually be very effective. No, I'm seeing the explosions go. It's not as consistent as the last run, but that's a busted synergy. If you can get the frozen enemies burn, and then lightning explodes on burning enemies, like, you're in a good spot. Assuming you have, you know, the fire output to actually make it work. Did I kill that boss and he didn't drop anything? I certainly don't see him. Oh, there it is. Let's see, extra reload rate, max ammo. I mean, it's good. I think it's mainly just none of these other ones are actually that helpful. Or, magic lens, actually. And that's gonna be kind of random, but it means like a quarter of my shots are really good. Increase movement speed and reload rate by 35% for 2 seconds after reloading. I mean, that's okay. I can't fire fast enough to really make the most of it. And maybe that's okay too. If I had less ammo, then I could really make that one work. I almost wish the character-specific upgrades had a couple of choices for you to choose from, just because. Luckily, I don't need the reload speed. I am in a good place. There are no bosses left, and none of these guys can really even approach me. I could be killing harder, but not that much harder. Damn. This is, it's a ridiculous build. My one worry with this is there's not quite enough lateral variety. And I'm not quite sure if I'm going to be able to play too many episodes of this in the same way that, like, I was able to with Spirit Hunters or Vampire Survivors or a couple others. Maybe that's fine, though. I don't know. Here, extra summon damage. I kind of wish I knew how much damage I was doing and, you know, what was giving me the most. You know, does that 15% actually result in a point of damage? Because I'm seeing a lot of, like, 25s, I think. Which sounds decent. Let's see, 27 seconds. Oh yeah, we're good. They can't touch me. They can just stand and watch and melt. I cannot wait to see this game get, like, twice as wide. Like, I don't know if it needs more depth. I think it just needs more options. Because I'd really like to do a run that's, like, really high piercing railgun crossbow kind of run. I don't think I got as many, I don't think I leveled up as much on that run. Now that I'm looking at it. Oh well. Okay, so let's take a look at runes. Because Blessing is solid, but I can only get 2 points in it. I could get 4... Ooh. Because I could. I don't care about almost any of these from this tier. What I'm almost thinking is, I just level up Tenacity to maximum. Not that I'm going to use it. Blessing is good, I'd like to max it out further, but I want to get access to Growth. Heal 1 HP every 5th level, gain 4% more EXP per rank. That's just really good. Or, we just say good enough, we don't need this at the moment, and we look over here, which is actually just as tempting. Yeah, let's do that. Because I really want to get my hands on Cadence. Every third shot has infinite piercing and double bullet size. That's super necessary for a couple of runs. Let's see, after shooting your last ammo, deal damage to all nearby enemies. This damage is equal to 20% of your bullet damage per rank, so effectively a free shot on reload. Which is really good, especially in conjunction with Courage. Let's see. The extra damage while in your vision range is interesting, but I don't know. After inflicting freeze or burn 50 times, gain 50% fire rate and reload rate for 1 second per rank. This is the question, and I think almost Elemental Barrage is better than this, and will always be. Especially for the heavy reload crossbow and shotgun runs. Especially where I'm freezing almost every enemy around me. There's a very real possibility I can do freeze and burn, especially if you have the freeze or burn perk. You know, if each enemy if each enemy counts twice if you have the freeze or burn, upgrade, then you'd probably be able to have Elemental Barrage going constantly. Well, I'll start investing in that, because I think that's going to be amazing, especially for a flamethrower run. Which would be pretty good. I do want to go for Growth, we'll get it on a later run, but for now, I think that was good enough. So, I guess with all of that said, I realize it was just a one run and then done, but I can't really say that that's a bad thing. You know, that I had a lot of fun, and I feel like any runs past this point, especially if I don't win, would feel kind of unsatisfying. So if I get a first run win, that's just the episode. So I hope you guys enjoyed this one, and I'll see you next time.